Greetings everyone. The topic for today is related to IELTS essay, and we will be discussing about advantages and disadvantages types of IELTS essay. So as the name suggests that advantages and disadvantages types of essay, we are supposed to mention the advantages and the disadvantages of that particular topic. Moving towards the introduction, then advantage 1, advantage 2, disadvantage 1, disadvantage 2, and in the last we are having the conclusion paragraph. You can write advantage number 1 and advantage number 2 paragraph in a single paragraph, and you can mention disadvantage number 1 and disadvantage number 2 in a single paragraph as well. First, we will be discussing about introduction paragraph. In introduction paragraph, we should know the features which we are supposed to mention. For example, the background statement should be mentioned first in introduction paragraph. Then we should paraphrase that topic and a big statement which cover both merits and demerits of that topic. And there should be a promising statement that will discuss both merits and demerits in detail. That you are supposed to mention this sentence in the end of the introductory paragraph, that your essay will be related to both merits and demerits of that particular topic. In advantage number 1, paragraph starting should be with the fundamental advantage, then explanation of that advantage and example for that advantage. And for advantage number 2, fundamental advantage should be there, explanation of the advantage should be there with example in that particular paragraph. For disadvantage number 1 and disadvantage number 2, fundamental disadvantage should be there, then explanation of that particular disadvantage and with an example. Same in the same way you can do the disadvantage number 2, that fundamental disadvantage should be there, explanation of that disadvantage should be there, and example for that particular disadvantage should be mentioned in that particular paragraph. Or you can write both paragraphs in a both disadvantage 1 and disadvantage 2 in the single paragraph as well. So again, this statement has been repeated that you can write disadvantages in one paragraph. It's entirely your choice. And the last paragraph would be related to the conclusion of the whole essay. People nowadays prefer to read books on computer, and paper-based books are not popular. What are the advantages and disadvantages of this approach? So again, you have a topic that people these days prefer to read books online or on computer, and paper-based books are not popular these days. So what are disadvantages and advantages of this approach or this practice particularly? Moving with the introductory paragraph of our essay, you can see that reading books is one of the ultimate source to seize ignorance and to enlighten oneself with the enhanced knowledge of the diverse fields. So this is the background information that what reading books is, and a sizable segment of the society shows keen interest in reading books as to make themselves capable enough in society to combat with the challenges reasonably, logically, and scholarly. That if half of the society shows interest in reading books because they want to combat the challenges of the society both rationally or logically and scholarly as well. So you have provided the advantages over here. So this trend or this vogue of reading books online proffers multidimensional advantages, including feasible approach of the books by mere clicking a button, and sometimes books are available free of cost. So there are the two advantages, that when you are clicking a button you can get it, so it's feasible, and books are free of cost as well. Meanwhile, the practice associates perils like damaging effects on the eyesight. This is one disadvantage, and deteriorating business of booksellers. This is the second disadvantage. So in this compound complex sentence, you have mentioned the advantages and disadvantages. So in particularly, only one phrase is required for advantage and one phrase for disadvantage. So this essay, before discussing this thing, when you are using two phrases, for one would be you will be using for advantage 1 and another is for advantage 2, and for disadvantage you need two disadvantages or two phrases as well. So this essay tends to analyze, so this is the statement which you are telling about your essay, that this essay tends to analyze the set features and drawbacks with relevant examples and supporting explanations. that you will be providing with explanations and example for advantages and disadvantages both. The fundamental advantage associates with the trend of reading books online is the availability of diverse books to everyone. So this is advantage one. In IELTS, try to write the advantages first because it gives a good impact on the reader. So that's why we are using the word advantage one, advantage two, first to these two paragraphs. Then we will be discussing in the end of the essay related to the disadvantages of that topic. So fundamental advantage associated with the trend of reading books online is the availability of diverse books to everyone. That for everyone, diverse books are available. There's no doubt that you can attain your desired book within few minutes by selecting options. For instance, or for example, I wanted to read a novel which was not available in my vicinity, so I obtained that novel in authentic version through electronic bookstore website. So you can provide with your personal example or any general example, it's entirely your choice. Moving with the third paragraph or advantage number two, another distinctive feature of reading ebooks is the attainment of books without any payment. So you can see that how we are starting our paragraphs, the indentation is there, and beside it, the fundamental advantage, then another distinctive feature that you wanted to tell them that you are writing the advantages. So these are the good, you can say phrases or the words in order to start your paragraph. Indeed, there are the books whose original print format are skyscraping, and it is difficult for poor class people to purchase that. So, for example, I had my friend during college who was living from hand to mouth, and such surplus expenditure was hard to bear on for him, so he was accustomed to electronic books. So, use of collocation should be there, good phrases for your writing skills, as you can see in this essay. So advantage number two has been explained, and first advantage was mentioned, then it was explained, and it was provided with an example. Now moving with the next paragraph. Besides myriads of perks, the ebook system involves certain perils as well, which are the disadvantages that proprietors of the bookstores are at huge risk of business failure. Most of the bookshops are diminishing due to bankruptcy. Along with this, another exacerbated impact is on human eyes, which evolve many diseases or complications on eyesight loss is one of the epitome outcome. So you are provided them with the two disadvantages. One is related to the bookstores, that their business failure, and another is on human health or eyes. In summation, this is the conclusion paragraph. You can write in conclusion, you can write in summation. Electronic books are gracious and convenient source, but also have some negative impacts on eyes and finances of the bookstore owners. Realistically, it can be contended that the custom of reading books online enmeshes both positive and negative attributes. So you are not telling them that this thing is good or bad, just you are providing with them with the two advantages and two advantages to the reader. So in this way you can end your essay with a good conclusion paragraph. You don't need to write conclusion very lengthy. You just need to convey your point of view in a good way, using good vocabulary, good syntax, and good phrases, or you can say collocations. Now we have the second topic with us. As a model essay, you can say that artists need a certain amount of freedom to develop their creativity. Some people think that the artist should have a total freedom to express any thoughts or any idea. So you need to discuss about this topic, that what are the advantages or what are the disadvantages for this. You can write the advantages as well. If you can see that here we have two type of the essay, where in one essay you are supposed to mention only advantages, and in one type of the essay you can mention advantages and disadvantages both. So now we are moving with the next paragraph. So you can see that in this paragraph, another efficacy of liberty or subjugation of the artist is the amount of money generated through exhibition of the art in diverse platforms, both nationally and internationally. And promotion of artists is directly linked with the beauty of the art which they create through purchase tax. And numerous expensive decoration ornament pieces are available around the world's museum, which illustrates the importance of the artwork, and they are monumental pieces of the artist. So over here in this paragraph, the point was mentioned, it was explained, and then there was a instance for that particular point. And now we are moving about the third advantage, which is along with civilization revival and monetary benefits. This freedom of the artist is also advantageous in terms of highlighting social issues. Creation of different artwork portray the evils which surmount disturbance in the society and which are threatening for the serenity of the country. So using the word threaten instead of the fear, and then you can provide with any example. I have just removed it because it can be your example. You can use the word rampant, you can use the word numerous, culprit, punishment, victim in your example. And moving towards our last paragraph, which is the conclusion. In conclusion, the artist can revive the old civilization, promote means of income, and eradicate the evils of the society by revealing the culprits and intensity of the incident. So all such dynamics assert the surpassing effectiveness and benedictions of the freedom for artists. So all the advantages, benedictions, or effectiveness, these words you can use, and you are not repeating them again and again. I hope you have enjoyed this lesson. Don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel to get more updates related to different types of essays, English grammar, English language lessons. Thank you.